Hey, this is Kenny and Keaton from Too Close to Touch.
And you're hanging out with Rob on Punkvideosrock.
Woo.
Hey. Final day of Havent's Warped Tour.
Yeah,
Do you guys
dude.
still look fresh? I don't understand this.
Dude. I actually, what's that thing, like, woke up like this or whatever?
Literally, I will not even lie to you. I fell asleep in this last night. And then I slept in today until 12:30 and woke up and I saw it. So I literally did just roll out of bed and like put some sunglasses on and just come over.
I don't know how some people look like they've been ruined throughout the trip, and then some people just look like they just started today. So
Definitely, yeah, that's a. I've had my worst moments on this tour.
Yeah.
Like a garbage bag.
Dude, yeah, you
haven't been yourself.
I have. Oh,
That's what it was,
wow.
right? Right?
Actually, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a good way of putting it for sure. There are
Myself,
days where
haven't smelled myself. Haven't.
Dude, that's why I keep the deodorant and cologne coming all day.
Just a fountain of it.
Yeah, dude.
So before the last time we talked, the album was still a work in progress.
Yeah.
Album's out now. You guys have been touring it.
Mm-hmm.
What has it been like, and what was that final recording process? What was it like for you guys?
Dude, the recording process for this one was really cool. You know, it was our second time in the studio, so we felt a little bit more at home and comfortable. So, but as far as like the release and like how it's gone, like it's been crazy, man. It almost feels like, you know, like when we released Nerve Endings, we did it as a band that never had toured, or like we just like came out of nowhere kind of like and released a record. So being able to release a record, having some sort of like a base for fans was just really cool and new for us. So like the response was just like way different than like, it was like kind of all at once versus like with Nerve Endings, it was kind of like the release was one thing, but no one really knew who we were, and then like it slowly got better, and like it would constantly get like grow.
People picked it up when the new album was already out.
Yeah, so this one, like, yeah, this one's been crazy. Like it all came in at once. Everyone seemed to really like it, and it's still growing. And I feel like it's really got some legs on it, and it's really like pushing the band like a lot farther than the first one. So stoked to put out a third one though. You know, we're not done, dude. We're not even close to done. So it'll be fun. We've got a lot of stuff coming your way.
Now, the fact that you guys got to do Warped Tour last year before the album dropped, did that really help out with the creative process? Did it change anything? Like,
Well, they had the album done before Warped last year. Yeah,
it was finished.
I would say it helped with just the actual physical release process, like being a little bit more in like on the buzzy end of things leading up to it, like just as a Warped band and all the press and hype. We did a lot of press too last year.
yeah,
Like
you guys were nonstop.
We were except like every single press opportunity, we were just like grinding it out. So all of that combined, I think, and like then leading up to the release that we were very confident on, it all sort of played nicely off of each other, and definitely helped for a sick release. Yeah. So
Now, with this album, has there been a specific track that you guys had the hardest time to create, to release?
To release or create, I mean, honestly, I'd toss it over him. I'm assuming this one's going to go to Eiley, just because of the emotive content.
Okay.
yeah, Eiley was the hardest one to write, for sure. But
But
it came out
satisfying. I think it really helped, like once you finished the song.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it turned it into something like far greater than I expected this song like that to be. So you know, it had its difficult moments as far as just like, not even like as far as writing the song, just like he was saying, like the emotion behind it. And there were some difficult moments trying to piece everything together, and then it was all sort of like, it's like the last track, it was like the summary, so to speak, of the record and like what it's underlyingly about. So but yeah, so that one was probably the toughest one to write, but my favorite. So
Do you feel like moving forward, when you hit another song or a track that you want to release like that, do you feel like it's going to be easier now that you've experienced it that first time?
I would like to think so. I hopefully don't have to deal, with anything like that, like the song's like subject matter pertains to, ever again. Yeah, down the road is down the road and stuff. So yeah, it was just like the whole situation, like it being such an unfamiliar, like kind of like heartbreaking situation that kind of took it to a different place as far as like writing a song goes. So So yeah, hopefully that's the toughest one I have to deal with for a while. And even now I know I can get through it. And that's like the great thing about music too, and then all these guys is like music's the ultimate and was the ultimate therapy to get through that. Right. So it's great to be able to create off of something like that and at least, you know, feel like I'm doing the whole situation justice.
As you guys have been going on different tours, second time on the Warped Tour, how have you guys seen your performances evolve?
Oh man, I mean, we always try to push it as far as we can, like that's feasibly possible. I mean, like with the headliner, I think Warped is kind of like, I wouldn't say there's a lot that goes into like the production aspect of it, just because you don't get to really have a production on Warped, and it's a short set time. But like I'd say like the farthest I've seen our show progress was when we did our co-headliner with Water Parks in the spring. You know, we got to actually like take some time and like think of a really cool live show. We tried to throw in a few cool little things that normally we played Eiley for one, which will probably only.
Is that something you guys don't do?
We will no. That's only we're saving that song for like headliners or just like more intimate special events and stuff like that. Just because of the context of the song, like we feel like it saves it. It makes it something special for everyone involved. But yeah, like, you know, we had like a actual like production, like we had light shows and stuff, and that was like the first time we've ever done anything like that. So seeing that and then thinking of where we were when we started, like even back when we were like a local band and we just like built your own light boxes or something and had like a little pedal board that just did it. It's crazy to see how far like it's come, and but at the same time, like you never really, I feel like with us we never really have like time to sit there and think like, man, that was cool or something like that. We always are just thinking, okay, well, now we've got to top it. Like, it's all like, so that's kind of like it's not like a downside, but that's just one of those things that kind of always, when people ask, it's like, oh man, how cool was like doing that? And I was like, yeah, it was cool. I've never really thought of it because like in that moment I was thinking about, man, like this is really cool, but like it's got to be like way cooler next time. Well, so
I think last time we spoke, you guys were saying that you guys are always like constantly thinking of that next lyric.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it's always with the way the industries is today. Like attention spans are shorter. People like you have to constantly put out content and be creative and find ways to stand out because there's so many talented people out there these days. Like, and like the platforms, like they're so easy. Like it's not, I wouldn't say it's easy. You still have to have good, you know, a good vision and everything. But like social media and the internet and just like this. The world has become such a smaller place that you can reach so many people now from your bedroom. So it's just crazy to think about. So like if you constantly just keep that in the back of your mind and just think, man, there's like 20 other kids, or you know, at the very least, they're probably doing the exact same thing as us. So like probably hundreds and thousands. Who knows?
That's true. Always keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, man. You got to keep going if you want to, you know, keep growing. Right. That was cheesy.
It's all right. It's just
you gotta keep going if you want to keep going.
So moving forward, the tour ends today. What else is next for you guys? More tours for you guys?
We actually, I guess we are allowed to say this, break the world news. No, we're going out with issues and volumes in September.
And Siler.
Oh, so I think we all should be announcing it tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be.
I hope. If not, then you guys will never see this.
We're screwed.
And we have a video coming out, like any day.
Oh yeah,
so we can talk about that too. Yeah, we announced. So we already posted about it, but there's a new music video for our song "Art of Eye Contact" coming out. Like I think tomorrow as well, and then
tomorrow's just gonna be a big day.
Yeah, actually the next like month is gonna be pretty crazy. Nice. So everyone should be keeping their eyes out. We've got stuff that I don't think anyone's ready. Like I wouldn't say ready for. No one knows about. Right. No one's gonna expect it.
So for the fans out there that are gonna see you on that tour once it gets announced, why should they come out?
Dude, well, that kind of ties into the thing I was just hinting about that I can't really talk about. But when you find out about it, then you'll know that you should come to the tour for the reason that I'm talking about. This is very coded right now.
That's the biggest tease anybody can get. So that works for me.
There's going to be something new and fun.
Because now your fans are going to start bothering you guys and asking for whatever that thing is.
Ask away, but our lips are sealed until it gets approved through, proper channels.
There you go. I would say also that Warped conditions you for any sort of club tour. So I'm pretty confident we'll be playing like unless everything just goes horribly wrong.
Actually, no, can I retract my statement as well and just say air conditioning?
Air conditioning.
That's
Yes.
like, come see
Yes.
us in the air conditioning.